Attention viewer, you are watching the world's biggest monster truck diecast YouTube channel. This is Monster Jam OCD.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another Monster Jam OCD review video. Today we are taking a look at Mix 8 of the 124 scales by Spin Master Monster Jam. This is the final set of 124 scales for 2020, and oh boy have we ended the year off very strong. There are actually three never before seen models in this set, including the one you're seeing on screen right now, the purple 30th anniversary Gravedigger. Also included in this set are these fabulous trucks, which are the Higher Education and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Also included is another Dragon, which has some new shocks, but not much different with it. The big standout in this case, however, I must say, is of course this beautiful 30th anniversary purple Gravedigger. And I'm going to unbox all four of these trucks real quick so I can get them on screen. My studio's a little small for the 124s, so I try to unbox them before I do this. But as you can see here, this is the 30th anniversary purple. Before I unbox it, I just want to point out that they did correct the logo for the packaging. Last time in Mix 6, when I reviewed Mix 6 of the 124s, we'll come back to this in a minute though, the green 30th anniversary Gravedigger actually had the normal Gravedigger logo on its packaging, but the design team did clean it up and make it the correct one for this one. So we'll take a look at that in a moment. We're actually going to start, of course, with Dragon, and we'll make our way back to this truck in a moment. So here is the first 124 scale of Mix 8. This is technically somewhat of a repeat that we had of Mix 5's Dragon. This one, instead of having the gray rims with orange beadlocks, this is a yellow full rim Dragon with a gray motor because they're actually printed in these shocks. So you can see the shocks are chrome or gray, whatever you want to call them, silver technically. So it's a little different than the one we received before. However, I'm a little bummed out to see it repeated so soon instead of being in 2021. They repeated it in the same year, two cases apart from each other. So I'm not super excited by this one. It's nothing different than the original one from Mix 5. No new colors or anything. So you can see, here's a quick look at this Dragon. Just not super exciting. And also I think the rim choice was a little iffy for me. The color itself, I don't know what else they would have gone with, but I'm just not a huge fan of this specific Dragon and the fact that it was repeated so soon. But there is Dragon for the 124 scale. You can see the back is the new back here. The 164 scale is yet to have this tooling update, but the 124 scale received it for this year. So there's Dragon, second time this year for the first debut of it in the new chrome shocks form with the new rims. So there it is, the first one, Dragon, and now we have a much more exciting one, which is the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior for the 124 scales. And Great Clips Mohawk Warrior has never actually been produced by any company in 124 scale. We have had Mohawk Warrior produced by Mattel many times in the past. However, this is the first truck of its kind to have an actual proportional Mohawk on the 124 scale. I was actually very interested in seeing how they would pack this into the box, but it fit perfectly fine with this proportional Mohawk. Of course, it's the new Mohawk tooling that they used for the 164 scale this year and will continue to use for the remainder of this truck's existence. And you can see it has the Great Clips sponsor. We have the face here with the tribal flames and all these typical Mohawk Warrior decals. We also have the Monster Jam logo there. The hood, of course, having the Great Clip sponsorship with the tribal flames. And then we have the front grille printed in with the headlights. And then this side, same stuff going on. And the tailgate with the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior logo. The roof having the wrapping, of course, with the head. And then this new rubberized Mohawk on the roof with that new tooling. And this truck actually has a lot of new updates. And as you may know, or maybe you didn't know from my last video when I did talk about this, in Mix 9 of the Reveal the Steel double packs for 164 scale, they originally planned to have Higher Education and Brodozer in a set together. However, because the yellow thermodynamic paint did not look good enough, they canceled that pack. but in that pack they had higher education as a new tooling. And it's because last year when they released the higher education, I criticized heavily the casting work that they chose to do with higher education. Mattel did a great job with their higher education back in the day, and I actually mentioned that in my review of this higher education truck. So since that video came out, the design team saw it, they took that feedback that I gave. It was pretty heavy feedback too. I was actually pretty upset how they did the tooling because they were doing such a great job. This is a very typical school bus style tooling. However, the higher education did not have a front door. It didn't have the side bumpers. There was a couple other things that weren't listed by me that have been added to this. Basically, they took my feedback and they went double the detail and put it into this truck. But anyway, the door was a big thing. The higher education logo being incorrect was another big thing. The sponsorships, unfortunately, did not make it from this point to this point. There still hasn't been any updates to that, but they did correct the logo. They added the emergency exit and they added the district of in front of higher education. A couple other updates like a front bumper have also been added and other micro details that you'll see right now. So here's the original higher education. Unfortunately, in 1/64 scale, we have yet to see the updated tooling, but now that we have it in 1/24, we can see it in even greater detail. So this is the 2019 higher education, as you can see right there. So here is the first ever 1/24 scale higher education by Spin Master with the solid yellow rims, the BKT tires, a gray motor. I'm surprised they didn't do chrome shocks on it, but they did add a gray motor in there. And as you can see, they have the correct tooling now. So they have added these giant bumpers on the side here, and they have added District of Higher Education, the actual logo that the real life truck uses. They added emergency exit above the emergency exit door, which is a nice touch there. They have put the Monstrum logo here instead of here, so that's nice. They added some bolt detailing on the side right here. The roof actually has a double bolted area up here. I'm not sure what we would call this, but the original one did not have that double. It had a single. So you can see they have a double one there. And they also added the roof hatch. I think the real truck has a roof hatch. It's not painted in silver, but they added this roof hatch as a real school bus would have up there in silver. It even has tiny little bolts to accompany it. And then the front here has actually been retooled with a front bumper. So that's a nice touch. And the front here has some silver around the headlights. The grille is printed in gray. The cool bus with the lights the same as the other tooling had. And then the little stop sign, which is actually proportional to the real life truck, which is nice to see in 1/24 scale because usually the 1/24 scales have better proportions. They're a little larger. So you can see the stop sign here is a little more proportional than the 1/64 scale and very well printed in there. It also has some bolt detailing around the front of the bus. It's kind of hard to see because the paint is a little thick on here, but there are details there, some micro details like these two bumps as well. And this side, same stuff going on. And then the tailgate here. I'm not sure if there's any new detail. Let me check it out. It looks like these raised areas here and these four screws in the bottom are new additions to this tooling. So they did a great job with this 1/24 scale new tool. And here it is, bad to the bone, an amazing looking truck. The 30th anniversary purple Gravedigger coming back to life after a few years away. Of course, this was a long time ago in 2012 when this thing debuted for the season, and seeing it back in the new tool that Spin Master did with the correct color, roll cage, and chassis is phenomenal. We also had, like I mentioned earlier in the video, the green edition of the 30th anniversary Gravediggers come out. This was in mix 6. And as you know, I was very excited about this one as well when I did do my review of it. However, I made a point to Jordan in email and in my video that the flames on the truck have to have a red outline. Same with the stripe. So he took that feedback before this was produced and added on the red stripe around the red detail or outline around the flames and of course the stripe. So thanks to him, he also did that update and it makes it look so much more official and clean on the purple edition. Of course, many people prefer the purple over the green, so this is a big holy grail for collectors, I'm sure, for this year. So there it is. There's the green one, but the purple one is our main focus. I also have always preferred the purple one over the green through my years of collecting and seeing the truck in pictures and stuff. So I love that they did this update for the purple one. But this one's just so clean and nice. It's awesome. And here is the side panel, of course, with the 30th anniversary logo. We have the green fog, the grim face there with the stacked logo that they added on to the packaging. It comes with a solid purple rim. I would have preferred if they did the purple beadlock over the gray rim like they did with the green one, but that's okay. There is the purple rim, solid color for this with the BKT printing, and a chrome motor here with the green roll cage and chassis. Like I mentioned, that is an accurate color. The Mattel one came with purple on purple. It should really be this color here with the green. So there's that. And then of course, as you may see or may not, it's hard to kind of tell here, but in a flash setting with a strong light, you can definitely see a metal flake in the paint scheme. The color is dead on. This has to be the best paint color that the team there has done for a paint match. This thing is beautiful. I'm sure this thing is going to be a shining piece in many collections of Gravedigger and other collectors, and just maybe your own personal collection. So if you guys are a Gravedigger fan, I'm sure you're excited to see this thing coming back. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Team Spin Master for supplying these, and thank you to Jordan at the design team for listening to our micro feedbacks like these ones and applying them so soon. So thank you guys again. I'll see you guys next time. This is Random Monster OCD signing out.